The views and opinions expressed in this podcast episode are those of the host and guests and not their sponsoring institutions.
We all need to hit the gym.
We should all hit the gym. Great Debaterz outing at the gym. I don't know which gym we're going to, but
Can we go to one with a pool and a sauna?
I'm going to one with McDonald's in it.
You really think I'm budget? I mean, I go to LA Fitness, so like I already got
LA Fitness.
What up, everybody?
That's it. That's the name of it.
What's gonna be the name of the show, Chris?
What's the name of it?
Trifling Tricks.
No, we're not gonna call it.
No.
Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Kris Canty. We have the Great Debaterz in here. We have Marcel Smith. We have Basil Lowe, and we have Christopher Bird here. How's everybody doing today?
It is a good day to not be a fan of the Green Bay Packers. It's a beautiful day.
Amen.
Great day.
It's a great day.
You guys lose too, though?
No, we lost, but all the other great teams lost too, except for Philly. So we're still in there.
Exactly.
In the division.
We're still first in the division.
We're still first.
Meanwhile, your Packers couldn't even get past the hapless Raiders.
And technically, if we're going to throw a spade, because San Francisco lost last night, the Lions, as of today, are second in the NFC in the playoff race as of today. So even though we lost, we won at the same time.
So about a week.
I don't care.
And not to mention, we got a 2 to 3 game cushion. So we just got to keep winning and let them fall.
And we got to. Yep.
And speaking of falling, the MSU Spartans. I'm sorry for Spartan fans. It's just a bad day for y'all. It's a bad week.
We already gave up.
It's a very boring game because I know that I just know, like, I know every Spartan fan was crying.
I'm just gonna put this here.
But I do want to say this to all of the people listening on the podcast.
Trash.
If you are a Michigan State fan and you literally bought a ticket to that game, I do not feel any sympathy for you. Any sympathy.
There was a game Saturday.
Yes, there was. Y'all didn't show up.
Nah,
Michigan showed up though.
It was a game, but somebody didn't show up.
I took a nap.
I'm gonna say right now.
Oh, I just drank.
I said, "Fuck this! I'm watching Florida State."
No, here's the thing. What they should have done was they should have put the Ohio State and Penn State game at prime time. That's what they should have done. Number one, that was actually competitive. And number two, I'll say this: y'all know me. I've been a Spartan fan for a long time. That probably has to be the most lopsided, uninspiring loss I've ever seen from the team. They came out with no heart, no honor. We got conned, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. We look like damn it, we look like CMA's football team, and they don't even have a football team. That's how bad we looked against Michigan on Saturday. It was pathetic.
CMA? Where's that? Where's CMA? Oh, Communication Media Arts.
Yeah, shout out to my high school, by the way. It was pathetic.
Shout out to Detroit, Michigan.
DPS. It was so bad. Damn it! I started watching old episodes of McGruff the Crime Dog. That's how bad it was.
God damn.
It was terrible.
Okay, so before we begin, shout out to the members of the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group. Join the group to get the top 10 list every week and the live unedited podcast, which you guys are listening to right now. You won't see all the shenanigans that just happened a few minutes ago or hear it on the podcast.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, Walter's in prison right now, in KrisCross prison right now.
Say with me, y'all. I'm locked up.
Won't let me out. Shout out to the subscribers on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the channel. And click the notification bell to be notified of our latest videos. And our podcast listeners, listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening. All right.
No, he did not.
Yes, I did.
No, not you, Charles.
Yes, I did. Yes, he did. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot.
Indiana State would have put up a better game.
They would have. They would have at least fought.
Oh hell no!
Indiana State would have got to the 1 yard line.
Come on, man.
Indiana State would have got to the 1 yard line and still missed the field goal. That's how bad Indiana State is. Michigan State didn't even get close to the end zone in that game. It was just bad. We know travel might look different these days, but we've got you covered at Away Luggage, even if you're not going that far. Away Luggage's thoughtfully designed suitcases, bags, and accessories offer something for every type of traveler and every type of trip. The perfect suitcases. Shop at Away for suitcases in 3 durable materials. Each one is designed to last for life. They have a limited lifetime warranty. If any part of your suitcase breaks, they will replace it for free. Premium features, including a 4 360 spinner wheels, interior compression system, and a combination lock. Free shipping and returns. They've got you covered for everything you need to get your luggage to you. Start exploring now at awaytravel.com. That is awaytravel.com. Let's travel together. So this is the scenario.
Okay. What we got?
The scenario is the guy asked the woman out on a date. She said yes. He said, let's go to this restaurant. I have reservations. She said, okay. He arrives at the woman's house early enough to get them from her house to the restaurant to meet the reservation time. She was not ready. So it turns out it took her 30 minutes to almost 45 minutes to an hour to get ready. Missed the whole reservation. So this man said, okay, the next resort is Cheesecake Factory. Nice ambiance, dark, lit, dimmed out lights and stuff,
Really good food.
Good dessert options.
Good dessert options. You can dress up or dress down.
We good.
So they pull up to the restaurant. She goes live. I think it was on TikTok or Instagram, one of those live social medias. Says that, look at me. I don't deserve to be here at Cheesecake Factory. Take me home. Take you home. Woman, we are at Cheesecake Factory. I am hungry.
Why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake?
And she only did that like as she's like doing her hair and all that, and he goes to open the door for her like a gentleman. Right. And she's just sitting there like,
oh boy, did nothing wrong. It's the audacity to like.
Oh, I forgot.
The second option where you're the reason why the first option didn't work anyway.
True.
And he even calls her out on it, and she goes, "Oh, so it's my fault." It's like, yes, it would be your fault.
We had a reservation, woman, and you made us miss it.
It was probably a reservation to the most prim and proper place you would ever go.
Prime and proper, Highlands at the top of the Rinsen, something like that,
Shoot, you could have had the first option was probably a cruise ship.
Hey, never know. Tiki boat, I don't know. Tiki boat tour.
They said the name of the restaurant.
Something.
I didn't even bother looking it up.
But what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory, y'all?
Not a damn thing.
Not a bloody thing, y'all. I'm gonna say this right now. Number one, the fact that the guy even was considerate enough to say, "Hey, let's go to a different place and make adjustments on the fly." Well, I'm very sure he may not have even thought about another place because I'm sure his mind was fixated on the first place, especially if you get reservations for the place. That's number one. Number two, you with your ass decided to not even be respectful or considerate of his time at all. Because if you already talked about it beforehand, if you said, "Hey, look, this is the reservation time, be ready, X, Y, and Z," you could have had the audacity, the temerity, to have the gall to say, "You know what, I'll run a few minutes behind or so, but we're still going to be able to." Communication, damn it, will save a lot of time.
It will.
Communication will save a lot of time or so.
Healthy communication.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, specifically. Not no blueface, but healthy communication will save a lot of time. And number three, the fact that you even, after you was responsible for missing the reservation time, that you had the temerity to not even get out of the bloody car after he offered to like go to an alternative restaurant. Like no, no at that rate, like nah, man. And I applaud the guy because honestly, for too long, us men have wanted to bow down, and let pretty privilege take over. But my man's right here, nah. So I respect him.
He even said, "Okay, we're going home," and then she switched up real quick.
I respect her for that.
We going home? I'm like, yes, we're going home.
Yeah.
First of all,
Wait, time out. A moment. Cause see, I respect him for that because a lot of folks in that situation would have just folded and just be a doormat and let somebody walk all over them. That is a man right there who knows his work. Because damn, if put me in that situation, I'd be like, you know what, you can go home and I'll go to the Cheesecake Factory by my damn self and have a good old time and stuff. That's a man who knows his work. So for you, not only do you get it up, you get the golden up.
I'll give him
Go ahead, Marcel.
I'll give him 3 points. One, to actually have the courage to actually. People don't realize how much work
The courage?
takes. No, for him. I give him points because he had the balls to actually put a reservation down to one of these fancy restaurants, which is very hard to do. Probably like there was probably a waiting list or something. That's what I'm assuming.
It's called the Open Table app. Shout out to the Open Table app.
Shout out to them. Good app.
Second of all,
for all the singles out there, we're putting y'all on game out here.
Second, he waited an hour 45 for his girl to get ready. Yo, that couldn't have been me. I would have been out. Straight out. I would have been out.
I've done that before, Marcel. It's not.
It was an hour outside her door.
Outside her door. They still have to drive to the restaurant.
At that point, that dude that's gotta is thinking this girl is giving me no respect whatsoever.
None.
To him or herself, because she could have been on time.
Easily.
You could have had champagne on the ride.
Wait, no, not on the first date. Hell, not on the first date.
No. This wasn't a first date. This was a regular date.
Oh no, this was a first date.
It was a first date?
Yeah, it was a first date. That was the dumbest thing about the whole thing.
Damn.
Like, for a first date, you're going to be complaining about Cheesecake Factory as the backup?
Hell,
you're the reason why you couldn't even get to the original place?
Man.
What the heck?
I know this was a first date. I got a first date story later on.
So he
watching the whole thing. I'm like, how could you be so upset where the whole point is you're supposed to just find out each other's personality? And he even calls her out on me like, don't you want to get to know my personality? Like, not at a Cheesecake Factory.
Basil, trust and believe. He knew her personality from the first 45 to an hour when she was getting ready.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, it was the first.
First of all, I'm gonna say something about this. This could be the last take on this one.
All right.
If it's a first date, and I volunteer to take you to the Cheesecake Factory. Ladies, if you're listening to this, ladies, I'm about to put y'all on some male wisdom.
Yep, we trying to.
We're not that smart all the time, but this is some male wisdom. If I take you to Cheesecake Factory or ask you at the Cheesecake Factory, that is probably the most thoughtful thing a man could ever do. You want to know why, ladies and men watching? If you go that way, the menu. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen like an old Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Man,
this thick. That's how big the menu is.
There's 5 pages of appetizers alone.
No, I'm not talking about the food. The menu alone is a conversation starter in itself. You can talk about what food you like, what food you don't like, what you're allergic to, if you are allergic, to be considerate of people's dietary needs and restrictions.
Dessert preferences.
If you like chocolate versus salty stuff.
Allergens. Shit.
Fruit, like
if you like to sit in booths or versus a table or a bar. Cheesecake Factory has it all.
So it's pretty much a bougie Jack in the Box.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but
it would be more acceptable for a first date. Yeah.
If you take a woman to Jack in the Box for a first date, you might be broke.
See,
married couples celebrate their day because
they're high school sweethearts when they were broke.
First date, though.
See, here's the thing. Social media, God, and I'm gonna say this to piggyback on what you said, Chris. And so, because like I said, for all the men in here, or so, and for all the real good men out there, this really does not have to be a 30-minute long, soliloquy about this whole thing. All I'll say is this: social media got a lot of y'all messed up in the head. It made y'all think that you guys have options, when in reality you don't have that many options. Don't think that you're all qualified. Think that that just because you got looks. Pretty privilege did not mean that you deserve somebody like, say, a Brad Pitt or say like some high income person. And so your ass will be well enough having a person who is making maybe $75,000 or whatever amount that he's making at his job, who is not out here in the streets, who don't have kids roaming all over the place, but he's an honest, good, respectful man, and he respects about not just you, but trying to be an asset in your life.
Baked Pam, we're talking about the Cheesecake Factory right now.
Right,
if you're on 54 minutes ago when we started, I'm playing.
Right, and all that, but the fact that like this guy right here, so well, not to the guy, but in your case, you pretty much put yourself out there, not just as a red flag, but as a red flag factory for many of other guys online who are going to not just in online but in real life. Because if a person is not going to be grateful for the Cheesecake Factory, what the hell makes you think that
you're grateful for marriage?
For marriage, man. Like, thank you, Marcel.
For anything.
And to add to marriage, Bird, to add to that, remember that we had about high expectations. There are actually men that meet those. There are actually men who meet those expectations, but guess what? They're not looking for those kind of women because those men have goals. All right, they have goals. They have objectives. They're looking for a wife. They're looking for a partner for their empire. They're not fitting to babysit no trifling trick. All right.
Some women that took on dates, I wasn't looking for a relationship.
Nobody's.
That's the most honest thing I've heard Kris say all week.
I'm the honest guy. Like
I know.
When I was dating, I was some women. I was like, man, like she could actually be my wife. Some women, I was like, man,
you're right,
man. I was calculating like 9 months from now is September. 9 months from now is January, February, March.
Should I what's going to be?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that women today's age, and I had to learn this the hard way. Not everyone is going to love you, and not everyone's going to respect you. That's just it.
That's just it.
I mean, that's just it.
And if you had this girl, not a woman, this girl in the car, and threw a fit because she was at Cheesecake Factory, and it was her fault that she was at the Cheesecake Factory, and got mad about that.
Right.
She didn't even give him the audacity to call him up and say, "Hey, I'm going to be a little late getting ready."
Right.
I mean, that's common courtesy.
And see, this is my thought. If you're going, like, here's the thing: why wait until you get to the Cheesecake Factory to make a video about saying, "Oh, woman not taking herself out the car"?
She felt hurt, and she felt like the whole world needs to see it.
No, wait, no, that's not my point. My whole thing is that why would you wait until you get in the car and then drive to the Cheesecake Factory just to not even get out the car?
No. She thought she was going to the original restaurant.
Yeah,
you went an hour late.
And then when she's like, "Oh, I'm about to be vain." Like,
right, but see, here's the thing. I respect him. I respect him for at least thinking about something on the fly. That's called someone who's flexible. Who's someone who
spontaneous.
Like that, not that too, but also spontaneous as well. So, but quite honestly, to the brother out there, so you're gonna find someone who's very appreciative. And to all the men out there, so it is 2023. Damn it, we deserve to be appreciated too. You no longer need to be no doormat for any person out there. I don't give a damn how good she may look. We ain't letting pretty privilege running roughshod no longer.
I don't know. After that video, she's pretty damn ugly.
Damn.
All right. Anyway, speaking of ugly, we're gonna move on to the next date. This first date was actually pretty horrific.
Oh boy.
This is an Atlanta woman.
Oh boy.
Says that her date ditched her after she ordered 48 oysters.
Wait, what?
48 oysters.
Oh, it's just that. Oh,
among on a first date, among other things like crab cakes, some drinks, and some other entrees.
This hungry head.
So her date went to the bathroom and never came back.
He bolted out that window.
And in the report, she says 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes went by, and he never came out the bathroom. No, he didn't go to the bathroom.
It ain't the seafood's fault though. Right. That's for sure.
Shit.
I do not blame.
She was just there for a free meal.
Free meal.
I don't even blame the guy because just listening to her choices
and her
even if the date was good, she was gonna be ranky.
Of course, it's fish. And
that's what I'm saying. She was gonna smell like the Fisherman's Wharf that night, and it's like, I'm good.
There's certain places you don't go on a first date. You don't go to barbecue places because it's too messy.
Yeah,
you don't go to seafood places because you're gonna stink. And you don't go to Italian places unless you have breath mints or something.
Some
buddies. She was munching on them oysters. You could
no, she was slurping them. It's an oyster. Raw oysters. She was
pretty much like
I didn't
that vacuum thing from Teletubbies. She was
I did not need
one at a time, folks. One at a time.
I did not need that.
That's what oysters are. You slurp them if they're raw.
Ooh, man.
Have you never had an oyster, Kris?
No, stop that, please.
You're not even supposed to eat raw oysters anymore.
Not any. I mean, people still eat them.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had I've never had oysters before, so I cannot contribute to that conversation.
Don't do it. Just take them cooked, take them fried, but do not take them raw. Just. Oh my God! I remember
There's a reason why whenever people get sick from seafood, it's usually, if not clam, it's oysters.
How about some E. coli? I'm not wrong about that.
Just eating, just
shoot. After the first slip, I would have been out of there.
First, she said 48 oysters. He was like, "Oh."
40. You know how much a plate of oysters costs?
Depends on which restaurant.
Probably a lot.
No, oysters in general do go up.
It depends on which restaurant you're at. I don't know which restaurant she was at.
You ain't gonna find cheap. If you find oysters
cheap, you can find not cheap, but like cheaper than like the market price ones.
Those you should be those are the ones you should even be more worried about getting E. coli.
Like I saw some oysters, like a plate of like 6 were like.
Buddy, Kris, trust me, you do not want to shortchange on the shellfish.
I don't eat like that, so
you do not want to do that.
I'm good.
That's right up there with gas station sushi.
Woo!
Gas station chicken. Shout out to Kris.
I just looked it up. How much do oysters cost? How much do oysters cost in the U.S.? Well, this is just 12, which is like a full plate. 36 to 54 per dozen.
That sounds about right.
It's not bad. It's only that. So she had 48, so that was probably like $200. That's not bad. That's not expensive.
And before the crab legs.
No, but she was about crab legs, another entree, and drinks. Drinks is probably the most expensive thing on the menu.
I don't know. Depending on the crab.
She better have money for that.
Crab legs might have been $100-something for market price. I'm just saying.
Bro, she better have money for that Uber. That's for damn certain.
How much crab did she order though?
I don't know, but I don't know. But she had to pay for it.
If it's no crab, you best believe that's a high charge.
She most definitely had to pay for that.
King crab is the more expensive. It's not even the best one.
Yeah, Alaskan king crab is like super expensive.
And it's for no reason.
For no reason.
Dungeness and snow crab are the better ones.
You're literally eating sea roaches.
Sea roaches.
Damn.
No, that's lobster.
Hey, we bust down.
They're in the same. They're cousins. Yeah.
But that bill had to been atrocious.
Just high, man. And that was for a first date.
First of all, I'm not going to take my, like you said, Kris, I'm not taking my girlfriend out. I'm not taking my girl out on a first date to a selfish place. There needs to be a set allowance for you to do something like that.
First date shouldn't be an expensive restaurant unless you live that lifestyle.
Yeah,
consistency is number one.
If a basic Negro like me is paying over $200 for one date for a girl that I'm probably not going to see ever again, just for the free meal.
$200 if you make it money, that's probably nothing.
That is something beyond the highest probability.
It's not really simple because a basic dinner at Ruth Chris is about $200 for.
To Chris's point, like you were saying before, yes, I agree. If you're in a position to where you can spend like maybe $200 or maybe $500 on the first date, by all means, do what you want.
But I'm saying if you don't have, I'm do it by me. I'm not spending I'm not spending $200 on a first date.
Hell no.
Definitely.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
I could.
But
I have the money. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't be doing it.
I think the real question is this experience? No. Is this woman worth 200?
Yeah, I've known all of them. I've known them. All of them I've known them before I dated them, so I would know I would spend this much money at this restaurant.
You can't exactly say go Dutch to a woman nowadays, so
no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
You're fortunate in the fact that you know them, so you have a good idea. Like
some girls I've met. That was my first time meeting them, but I said let's meet at this restaurant, which I know that if something happens that I couldn't afford it, you could pay for your stuff and I could pay for mine. I'm not going to like prime and proper.
Hell no!
Hell no!
I'm not going to Joe Muir's on the first date.
I'm not going
to.
Those are wedding anniversary places. All right.
First of all, they're not wedding anniversary places. Wedding anniversaries, you're going on a trip.
Yeah, we're going to freaking Bora. We're gonna crawl. We're gonna.
Those are like you've been in the relationship. You put in some time.
You're right.
And baby, I got some money. Let's go get some $50 mac and cheese.
The old dude from the story definitely put in the time. Hearing all them slurps and that
first day spot.
Wait, hold
on, Marcel. What?
I have one because I know Marcel brought it up before, and I was curious of it too. For a first date spot, would capers be okay?
No.
Just
don't wear red.
Would capers be okay?
No.
That's more of a you get to know, like that's get to know Basil kind of a date. Not like first date get to know Basil. This is like get to know what Basil likes to do.
That's an in-betweener.
Ain't no in-betweener. That's a hell no.
It's a hell no for a first date. Hell no for a first date.
If you're comfortable taking your first date to Applebee's, you're damn sure comfortable taking your first date to Capers. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, one's got.
And we will get to that, Marcel, in your segment of the show in a few minutes, actually. But
one actually tastes good though, is what I'm saying.
True, Capers be on their good stuff, man.
They do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not taking
but not the first date. Hell no.
Basil. On certain nights, white people can't go to Capers. You're gonna find out. She's gonna find out if you can fight or not.
You're lying.
On that
and
night.
Basil, based on your bad judgment, man, you're gonna just take a to go.
Yeah, I'll just leave the keys in the passenger seat with the windows down. Like Basil, your car's not gonna be there when you get out the restaurant.
Absolutely not.
Just drive the Chevy. No one's gonna want to touch that little thing.
Yes, they will. They'll strip that shit to the bones.
Right.
And they'll take your steering wheel away. They like Chevy steering wheels.
Oh yeah, they do that now. They do.
Some honorable mentions. We have these are my sleepers for the 2023-2024 season. We have Sacramento Kings.
Might make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they will.
They won't get far though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they won't. The Philadelphia 76ers.
First round exit.
And the San Antonio Spurs.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, Victor. They might make playoffs. I don't know.
No, let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I said might.
They might. All right, here are my top 10 NBA teams. People in Canada, I'm sorry, your team's not going to make it.
They only got one team.
Exactly. I just said the Canadian team's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park's not going to the finals or the Eastern Conference or the divisional or the first round.
Or not in the play-in?
They're not even getting the 10th seed.
Okay, can we agree that the play-in is pretty stupid?
No, they made the play-in just for
money. Just for money.
Yeah,
no, money.
They made it for
LeBron James. LeBron James is money. It brings money to the NBA.
It's that simple.
That's just
It's that simple.
All right, because every year since it was made, the Lakers have been in it every year.
Every single year. Wait,
except 2 years ago when they were in like the
yeah.
All right, so my top 10 teams to watch this season for the 2023-2024 season. Number 10, I have the Los Angeles Clippers.
First round exit.
Honestly, I can't even say this is a team. This is a concept. It really hasn't been a team. It's a concept.
True.
I mean, we barely seen Kawhi and the rest just not
street close.
Right.
We barely seen them guys actually.
All right. We don't have that much time. I'm just gonna list my stuff off. Number 9, the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Hard to say it, but LeBron's gonna make the playoffs in his 20th season. This is his 20th season.
He's
21st.
He's 38, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, retire.
Number 8.
These comments are wilding out. Y'all need to chill out in the comments on YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't want to hear anything about the Cavs.
No, absolute. Although
it's all about the Bulls. It's all about the Bulls.
Although they do have Donovan Mitchell, that makes them sort of competitive.
Hey, turn off the YouTube. All right, number 8, we have the Boston Celtics.
I can't trust Boston.
Fuck the Celtics.
Especially since some of the stuff that's been going on this last week. I don't know.
Fuck Boston.
Marcus gone, and we still don't know if Taysom is the guy for that team or not.
Jason Tatum, you mean?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know that for sure.
Oh, he is. They're paying him the money, so he is the guy.
He's gonna have
good
to
money.
Be.
He's gonna have to be the guy. Number 7 is the Miami Heat.
I don't know if the Heat are going to make the playoffs.
They are.
They're
going to make the playoffs.
Let's be fair here. They whiffed on Damian Lillard.
And we will get to that in a second. Number 6 is the Dallas Mavericks.
Hell no.
They're a team to watch. They got Kyrie and Luke on the same team.
That don't mean squat.
Okay, first of all, you're going on what happened the 2/3 of the season last year. We haven't had a full season together. So we'll shall see. They're a team to watch this year.
We'll see, but I'm not making any predictions.
Right. Number 5, we're actually watching them right now. The Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns might actually make the West. Make the West Finals
if everyone stays healthy.
That's the key.
If everyone stays healthy.
I mean, you have
this might be their last chance.
You have Booker, Kevin Durant, and you just traded DeAndre Ayton, which was
and Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors, which we're going to get to.
That was pretty damn. I would have kept that Ayton.
Nah.
You got to get rid of him. He's soft.
Why would you pay him that much amount of money? Just
he's a cancer.
To keep him. They needed him for the finals that year.
He's a cancer.
They didn't even make the finals. That just shows something.
He was on the finals 2 years ago.
Literally, he's a cancer in the locker room. It's that simple.
Ouch.
He is. Sometimes you gotta get rid of things that don't help y'all win.
Speaking
of that, number 4, we have the Denver Nuggets.
100%.
Returning champions, defending NBA champions.
I don't.
They lost a couple of key players.
They lost key players, but they beat the brakes off of Los Angeles. I'm just saying.
Literally.
Okay.
They did.
An old team.
It's not an old team. It's just LeBron and AD. The rest of them are young.
Bro, anyone's still surprised that Aaron Gordon was still playing basketball?
I didn't even know he was playing until I saw him in the finals last year.
Bro, that man got a ring.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron
That's
Gordon.
What I'm saying. Denver's not going to do as well as they did last year.
Yes, they are. They still have the same pieces.
No, they lost a couple. They lost Bruce Brown.
Yeah,
they lost Bruce to Cleveland, right?
Yeah, in Indianapolis.
Oh, Indianapolis.
Yeah, they lost a couple, and they lost a couple to
that's all right.
LA, I believe.
They know what they're doing. They're some of the key players. We're good.
You keep the core, and then you build everybody around the core. They still have
a nice core.
If you still got Jamal Murray, and if you still got Joker, so you are good.
Jamal Murray.
You're good.
Give that guy a hand. He's been through the ringer for the past couple of seasons.
I know.
The torn knee, the rehab, wondering if he's going to get traded or not. Man, that's a great story. I'm glad he got his ring.
Right. Speaking of rings,
I don't see them.
We're gonna get into some teams with some real rings in a second. We have the Golden State Warriors at number 3.
I don't know. I don't know. You
don't know.
They'll be in the playoffs. I just don't know how far they'll go.
Against who? Against what team in the West? Who's gonna beat them?
In the West.
In the West.
If healthy.
A healthy Phoenix.
A healthy Phoenix.
I mean,
the Lakers will beat them.
The Lakers beat them. The Lakers beat them last year. So I mean,
they did. But Golden State.
If Texas and Lakers beating the
wait. What did you say, Chris?
Warriors. Golden State didn't have all their pieces for like Game 3 and Game 4. So
hey, man,
both teams have to be healthy.
Who do they have besides Curry, Thompson, and who else?
Yeah, Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Oh, are you talking about the Warriors?
You got freaking Kevon Looney grabbing like 50-something rebounds in the game or so. Looking like prime Dennis Rodman out there.
Okay.
She was. I was like, damn.
And not to mention you got Chris Paul over there, I think.
Yeah. And I will say this as a second line for like rotation. Gary Payton is not that bad.
Gary Payton Jr. is amazing.
He's good. My boy.
It's good depth off the bench, and you need that.
No. That's what I'm saying. If you had to compare Gary to Stephen Curry, which one are you going to pick?
I'm picking Curry.
Curry.
Exactly. Yeah, but
right.
Like you said,
but Gary Payton is new in the league. He has time.
He's
been around for a minute.
You let Curry rest, and you let Gary Payton do his thing.
Right. No. Steph Curry had to be great because he was drafted and he was a starter. Gary Payton is on the bench with the person who was the superstar of the league, basically.
As a second rotation, Gary Payton's not a bad. So I can see the Warriors still doing good.
Yeah, the Warriors will be good for a long time.
If Draymond Green can actually get Draymond Green can actually get some points on the board, they be good.
All right, Chris, what you got to say before I move on to my top 2?
I'm just gonna say we're going to say, I think I'm not gonna say the window is closing. I'm not gonna say that, but as far as like their best years to win it or so, I think they may have 2 legit, like really good years left.
Strike with an iron's heart.
I think with the current roster that they have right now, I say they got a legit 2 or 3 more years left. I think that window. I'll say that. But moving on to number 2, I think.
Number 2 is the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the new acquisition.
And
I don't think people realize how difficult Giannis and Damian are going to be to the East.
No. You need to see the full roster. It doesn't matter.
The whole roster is.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for the East.
Giannis and Damian Lillard out the picture, and still have a team that can take out
Chris Middleton
and I'm gonna say this right now.
Lopez for center.
And I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm gonna say if you're watching this right now, I will put this on the parlay right now. I will bet for my vote for 6th man of the year will be Bobby Portis from the Bucks. That's my pick for 6th man of the year.
Yeah, Bobby Portis.
That's my pick. He is like, I'm just saying, that's my pick for 6th man of the year, Bobby Portis from this team. They're stacked and they're balanced. And that pick and roll with Damian and Giannis is going to damn near be unstoppable.
Right.
That's a nightmare for the East. We got to be prepared for that.
No, they're not the nightmare of the East.
Is that
the Milwaukee Bucks are not the nightmare of the East.
I mean, they're a nightmare for everyone else, but
no, they're a nightmare for everybody else. But my number
I'm not
one
worried.
team,
I'm not worried about Philly. I'm partially worried about Miami. I don't know what's going to happen with them.
No. We're talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. They're not a threat to the number one team in the league,
which is
the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, I said the number one is the Detroit Pistons. A healthy Detroit Pistons team they could beat the 86 Lakers if they wanted to. Okay. The Detroit Pistons.
This is what I thought you were gonna be. This is what I thought you were gonna be legitimate with this, Chris.
This is legitimate. A healthy Detroit Pistons team.
Y'all gonna be at like the bottom three of the league again this year.
No, we were bottom. We were tanking which we went to the San Antonio Spurs. We were literally we had 61 losses.
I mean, if you really think about it, Cade
we got screwed.
Cade with Wemby with Jaden Ivey.
And you still got no beef stew. You still got him.
We still have our centers. We have
Boban, who is a walking bucket.
He's not walking because we lost him for 4 weeks with the calf injury. So we lost him for 4 weeks.
Now Marcus Sasser is doing pretty good with the ball too.
And we lost him for a few weeks.
We lost Sasser?
We're good.
Damn,
we're good. That's why you're not supposed to play your best players in preseason.
I'm crazy for saying the Bulls should be a team for people to watch.
First of all, people forgot that the Bulls were a team to begin with. I'm sorry.
I mean, Chicago don't have anything going good sports right now. The Bears
the Blackhawks are good.
What? Well, no, okay. First off, yes, the Bears do suck.
The Bears suck. The Blackhawks.
The Cubs.
The Cubs are trash.
Doubles.
The Blackhawks are just getting out of their scandal with the.
They're rebuilding. They're rebuilding.
The Cubs suck. The White Sox forgot to wear a team. The Fire are the Fire even in the MLS playoffs?
I forgot they were a team.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, let's.
I mean,
people were gonna forget about the Fire.
Did the Chicago Sky make the WNBA playoffs?
I forgot they were a team.
Did Chicago did their soccer team make up?
Chris was just saying that.
No, the New England Revolution made the MLS.
The New England Revolution.
Hey, Revolution. To be fair,
a kick in the head.
We were one spot down from making the playoffs.
I know.
Damn.
I was like, y'all got to catch a break, Chicago.
I'm still gonna count that.
Count it. They're not in the playoffs. They're at home right now.
That's bad, man.
But they're just outside.
Can I just say something for
they didn't make it?
Something real quick. Them Red Wings are good, bro.
Man, the Red Wings, man.
We're looking finally.
We're dropping 5-pointer games out here.
They just came back with 140 in the third period.
I know it's 4-4. It's 4-4 downtown right now.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, don't say you want to take your girl that likes hockey on a first date to one of the Red Wings games. I mean,
that's perfect.
Hockey, I'm taking that's
perfect. Are you kidding me? That's perfect.
We be screaming our asses off.
I might actually have to. I would have to say I would watch Vancouver.
So Vancouver's a nice team until they lose to the Bruins.
Does it?
And then the Bruins
This episode is going to be edited. This is almost going on 2 hours. I'm going to get this down to an hour when I edit this. So if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, well, I'm so sorry.
Sounds like y'all, man.
And if you're watching on YouTube, man,
you're the real MVP.
These people, man, they are Canadians. Just are horny for no reason. They got nothing else to do.
Kevin Beaver.
It's just Canada. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? You invented Canada Dry. Like that's disgusting. Unless you put cranberry in it. The cranberry Canada Dry is delicious. A Thanksgiving staple in America.
You ain't lying.
What?
You ain't lying.
That's what you had before because you couldn't get the Welch's sparkling water because that looked like alcohol, and that wasn't like teenage stuff.
Dude, have you had that black cherry burners though?
Have you seen the prices for?
Have you had that black cherry Vernors though?
I don't like Vernors. I hate Vernors.
Have you seen the price for the Lions and Packers Thanksgiving game tickets?
I saw them. I almost broke my computer at work.
Hey man, when you have when you have a
Canada
chance to sweep your rival 2 years in a row, you better take them tickets.
Canada's Bacon is actually amazing. Foul song. I don't know who Foul song is.
No, Canadian bacon sucks.
Canadian
bacon is ham. It's ham.
Canadian bacon is ham.
It's different. It's different.
How?
It's ham.
You put it on a
It's
bacon.
ham. It's ham.
Someone tell me how.
It is ham. It's oval shaped ham. That's all it is.
Oval shaped ham. It's canned
All
ham.
ham is oval.
Wow.
Come on, man.
That's all it is. It's ham strips. That's all it is.
Canned ham.
Canned ham. My gosh.
Basically.
Spam's got more flavor than Canadian bacon, and that's saying something.
That's a hot take.
The fact that you guys eat spam is probably a good time to end the show. See you next time. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast episode are those of the host and guests and not their sponsoring institutions.